We are starting off with WWE, as earlier this year at SummerSlam, Damian Priest faced off against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. However, Priest lost the title when his former Judgment Day ally Finn Balor betrayed him. After securing another title opportunity by winning a fatal four-way match on Raw, Priest will now go head-to-head against Gunther once again at the Survivor Series PLE. On his Wrestling with Freddie podcast, former WWE writer Freddie Prinze Jr. suggested that the match was booked to help rebuild Gunther following his loss at Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia earlier this month. Gunther was defeated by undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes and failed to capture the Crown Jewel Championship, which Prinze Jr. sees as a setback for the powerful champion. According to Prinze Jr., he doesn't expect Gunther to lose the World Heavyweight Championship to Priest unless WWE is planning for the title to change hands multiple times between the two Raw superstars. However, Prinze Jr. believes that the match will serve to make Gunther look strong and restore the momentum he lost at Crown Jewel. What do you think? Do you agree with Prinze Jr.'s perspective on this match? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In recent weeks, tension's been brewing between Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods of the New Day, leading many fans to speculate that a split could be on the horizon as the group nears its 10th anniversary. Meanwhile, the third member of the faction, Big E, has been sidelined for over 2 years due to a serious neck injury sustained on SmackDown. However, according to Wade Keller, WWE has planned Big E's return amid the ongoing drama between Kingston and Woods, suggesting that the tension is merely a distraction. Keller and Roberts also stated that Big E will be the one to bring the New Day back together, reuniting the group upon his imminent return. It's also been reported that WWE has major plans to celebrate the 10th year anniversary of the legendary group. While both Keller and Roberts are confident that WWE is planning a reunion for the New Day in the near future, there is still no clarity regarding Big E's in-ring status. What do you think? Are you expecting Big E to reunite with the New Day? Or would you prefer to see Xavier Woods turn heel and face Kofi Kingston in a singles match? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, Roman Reigns and his original Bloodline members are set to face Solo Sikoa's faction at Survivor Series Wargames 2024. The two groups will collide inside the double ring Wargames structure, taking their rivalry to unprecedented heights. At present, both factions have 4 members each and are in search of a 5th to complete their teams. With the ongoing twists in the Bloodline saga, there's always the chance of a surprise at Survivor Series. Online rumors suggest that there's a potential replacement of Roman Reigns by none other than The Rock. The Hollywood megastar has been absent from television since his brief appearance at the end of Bad Blood 2024, where he confronted Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Cody Rhodes before making a quick exit. Based on rumors circulating online, we at Slat Rock Wrestling have come up with a fantasy booking scenario. We would like to stress that WWE has not confirmed any such plans for Survivor Series. Now, in this hypothetical scenario, we would see Solo Sikoa and his group ambush Reigns backstage, leaving him unable to compete in the crucial Wargames match. At the last minute, The Rock could step in to join the OG Bloodline, initially pretending to side with the Usos and Sami Zayn, stepping into Reigns' role after the backstage attack. Just when victory seems imminent for the Bloodline, The Rock could reveal his true intentions, betraying them in dramatic fashion. This would allow The Rock to showcase his real agenda without having to directly involve Roman Reigns in the betrayal, and it would also pave the way for a future Reigns-Rock confrontation, keeping that clash for another storyline. Such a twist would not only intensify the drama at Survivor Series Wargames, but also set up an even more compelling post-event feud between the two factions. Fans are already buzzing with the idea that The Rock will eventually clash with Roman Reigns and his bloodline, with many speculating that the Great One could be the true mastermind behind Solo Sikoa's actions. Additionally, The Rock's dissatisfaction with Reigns' alliance with Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood raised further suspicions about his intentions. Could all of this be leading to the biggest match of them all, The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Do you think WWE should take this route? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. More from WWE, as Wade Barrett is a key figure on WWE television, currently serving as part of the commentary team for Monday Night Raw. While it's been some time since he last competed in the ring, it seems WWE is considering having him return for a brief in-ring program. On the WrestleVotes Radio Backstage Pass podcast, Joey Votes and TC revealed that while WWE doesn't plan to bring Barrett back as a full-time wrestler, there are discussions about him engaging in a short feud with Drew McIntyre, with the storyline set to culminate at a major premium live event. Although Wade Barrett's last match took place on the April 4th, 2016 edition of Raw, he has repeatedly stated in interviews that he remains in excellent physical condition. In fact, during an interview with Corey Graves for Fightful, Barrett expressed a strong desire to return to the ring for a particular storyline, one that would see him go head-to-head with Drew McIntyre. Would you like to see Wade Barrett back in the ring? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The tension between boxing legend Mike Tyson and Jake Paul reached a boiling point during the weigh-in for their highly anticipated showdown. For those who may not know, Mike Tyson stunned the crowd when he slapped Jake Paul during their face-off on the scale in Irving, Texas, just a day before their fight at AT&T Stadium. The unexpected slap immediately sparked a wave of reactions online, including one from Logan Paul. The Maverick took to his X account to reflect on Tyson's actions during the weigh-in. Logan Paul acknowledged that while the moment was iconic, Tyson made a grave mistake by slapping his brother Jake. Paul declared that it would be utter devastation for Tyson when he faces off with Jake, who will emerge as the new face of boxing tomorrow. Tyson's slap has only added to the drama, raising the stakes even higher. This bout is set to stand out with its unique format, 8 rounds of 2 minutes each, as opposed to the traditional 3-minute rounds in professional boxing. Do you think Logan Paul will be in the arena in support of his brother? Will Jake Paul be able to defeat Tyson? Sound off in the comments. Back to WWE, and though new to the company, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, better known as the Motor City Machine Guns, are seasoned veterans of the wrestling business, and they seem to be fitting in seamlessly in the early stages of their WWE careers. On a recent episode of WrestleVotes Radio's Backstage Pass, hosts Joey Votes and TC discussed the impressive rise and success of Shelley and Sabin. In just 3 matches, MCMG have captured the WWE Tag Team Championships, pulling off one of the year's most shocking upsets by dethroning the Bloodline. According to Joey Votes, Shelley and Sabin have quickly earned the respect and admiration of the SmackDown locker room. Many feel as though the duo has been part of WWE for years, and they've already become very well liked backstage. The Motor City Machine Guns are set to defend their tag team titles against the Street Profits on November 15th, continuing their rapid ascent in WWE. What do you think of Motor City Machine Guns' current run in WWE so far? Please share your thoughts and feedback in the comments section below. In TNA news, it seems Speedball Mike Bailey is on the brink of becoming All Elite. After a standout run in TNA, which officially ended with his contract expiring on November 1st, 2024, Bailey's next move has been a hot topic of speculation. The rumors gained momentum when fans noticed that Bailey's profile was removed from the official TNA website, a possible indication that he is now a free agent. This came just after he dropped the X Division title, further fueling speculation that his departure was imminent. According to Fightful Select, sources close to both TNA and Bailey confirmed that the high-flying star is set to join AEW. Bailey wrapped up his TNA commitments at the recent Detroit tapings, marking the end of his tenure with the company. While he was spotted backstage at an AEW event earlier this summer, without any formal discussions taking place at the time, the growing interest in him as a free agent has sparked excitement across the wrestling world. Though WWE had reportedly shown interest in Bailey before his time in TNA, it now appears AEW has ultimately secured his services. Bailey is widely respected by both fans and peers for his dynamic, high-energy style. To give fans a taste of what's to come, he's scheduled to face AEW's Shelton Benjamin in a marquee match at WrestleCade on November 30th in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, a contest that is sure to heighten anticipation for Bailey's eventual AEW debut. What are your thoughts on Speedball Mike Bailey joining AEW? How do you see him fitting in with the company's star-studded roster? Share your opinions below and join the conversation. Video game news now, as WWE 2K24 has made a major move with the release of its latest and final DLC, the WCW Pack. Get ready, this new content brings some of WCW's biggest stars straight into the game, including Diamond Dallas Page, Mr. Perfect, The Great Muta, and Lex Luger, allowing players to relive and reimagine the iconic Monday Night Wars. But that's not all. The update also includes over 55 new moves and taunts, along with the WCW Fall Brawl Wargames arena as a surprise bonus. My faction players can look forward to the NWO Wolfpack card series dropping on November 15th, featuring legends like Hollywood Hogan, Scott Steiner, and Macho Man Randy Savage. Plus, the Locker Code Wargames unlocks exclusive rewards, including a Liv Morgan Galaxy Opal card and 15,000 VC. What do you think of the new WCW pack in WWE 2K24? Which legend are you most excited to play as? Share your thoughts in the comments below. WWE NXT has seen significant changes over the past year, with the most notable being its move to the CW network. This week, WWE delivered another strong episode of NXT, highlighted by Javon Evans securing his spot in the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge, while Soruka earned her place in the women's match. Additionally, Trick Williams had a standout promo segment, keeping the audience engaged throughout the show. According to Fightful Select's Corey Brennan, the internal working title for this week's episode was Start the Clock, a reference to the fact that the NXT Deadline Premium Live event is fast approaching. Set for December 7th, NXT Deadline will be a major focal point for the brand, and WWE appears focused on making sure each episode of NXT is building towards the event in a meaningful way. Now, after announcing the highly anticipated return of Saturday night's main event on December 14th at the Nassau Coliseum, WWE and NBC are already looking ahead to the next installment. According to a recent update from WrestleVotes, the second edition of this legendary show is scheduled to air on January 25th, just 1 week before the Royal Rumble. This timing makes it a must-see event for wrestling fans as they prepare for the road to WrestleMania. This strategic scheduling is no accident. WWE is elevating Saturday night's main event to premium live event status, combining nostalgia with today's high-energy wrestling spectacle. The plan includes 5 more Saturday night main event style shows by the end of 2025, firmly positioning it alongside major events like Elimination Chamber as key stops on the journey to WrestleMania. For longtime fans, Saturday night's main event will always hold a special place in history. Originally aired as an alternative to Saturday Night Live, the show ran 29 times during its prime and played a major role in WWE's national expansion during the rock and wrestling era. Now WWE is aiming to recapture that magic with a fresh, modern twist under its new partnership with NBC. What do you think of WWE's decision to bring back Saturday night's main event as a major event leading into the Royal Rumble? Share your thoughts and let us know how excited you are for what's to come. The rivalry between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton reached its peak at Crown Jewel, where Owens brutalized Orton so severely that the match never even began, leaving the Viper stretchered out of the arena. With Orton now sidelined indefinitely, Owens has continued to solidify his ruthless, villainous persona. However, in a surprising twist, recently surfaced footage shows Owens and Orton sharing an unexpected off-screen moment. In the clip, Owens proudly showcases his new Lamborghini Revoluto to Orton, who is seen admiring the car's luxurious interior and engaging in conversation with Owens, clearly impressed by the vehicle. Despite their intense on-screen feud, the two broke kayfabe in a way that would have been unthinkable in the 80s and 90s. Fans are now left wondering how their rivalry will unfold once Orton returns to the ring. While Orton's return date remains uncertain, one thing is for sure: the bad blood between him and Owens is far from over, and their next confrontation promises to be nothing short of explosive. Currently at the top of the women's division on Monday Night Raw, Women's World Champion Liv Morgan has made it clear that she's not limiting herself to WWE and professional wrestling. The 30-year-old star recently revealed she's pursuing a career outside of the ring with a focus on acting. Morgan is eager to follow in the footsteps of WWE legends like The Rock, Batista, and John Cena by transitioning into acting. She previously appeared in the 2023 crime comedy thriller The Kill Room alongside Uma Thurman and Samuel L. Jackson, and has made cameo appearances in other projects. In a recent interview with Uncrowned, Morgan shared that she's taking serious steps towards becoming a professional actress, regularly auditioning for roles in movies and TV shows. She said, "I think these crossover opportunities are amazing. It brings new viewers to each of these products that are involved. I audition regularly. I would love to be involved in more film, television, media. I just want to see what I can do in that space, and for WWE to be involved in that and to be supportive of that and to be helping me, guiding me through all that is really amazing and cool too. But I just want to see what I can do." Earlier this year, Variety reported that Morgan had signed with Paradigm Talent Agency, further fueling speculation about her Hollywood ambitions. It'll be interesting to see if Liv Morgan could become the next WWE superstar to break out in Hollywood. What do you think? Will Liv Morgan make a successful transition to Hollywood? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Rocky Romero, who serves as the Vice President of Show and Talent Coordination for AEW, oversees backstage operations and plays a key role in managing talent negotiations for appearances in other promotions. Recently, Mercedes Moné had announced plans to appear at a CMLL event, but the appearance never came to fruition. Romero explained that he missed several crucial calls about arranging her appearance due to exhaustion and jet lag while in Japan. In an interview with Fightful Sean Ross Sapp, Romero apologized to Moné, mentioning that he had already offered her a personal apology beforehand. He said, "I saw her yesterday. I apologized to her. It was like 4 or 5 a.m. I was in Japan. Mercedes reached out to me and said, I would love to do something. So I reached out to CMLL immediately and was hoping to get some kind of response back, and while waiting for the response, sometimes you're really tired and jet lagged. I may have missed a call, but yeah, the panic that was on my face when I woke up, and to all these missed calls, I'm sweating. I'm like, what is, oh no, I totally fell asleep. So yeah, I dropped the ball. But good thing it wasn't a major CMLL show. It was like an outside show, and it wasn't like Arena Mexico or something like that, but it would have been cool. So sorry, Mercedes." When news of Romero's public apology reached the AEW locker room, it caught many of the talent by surprise. What are your thoughts on Rocky Romero's public apology? Share your opinion in the comments below. Now, Jim Johnston remains one of the most iconic music composers in pro wrestling history, but his surprising dismissal by WWE in 2017 left fans in shock. Despite this, Johnston has continued to follow the current trends in wrestling music, and it seems he's not exactly impressed with what he's hearing. The world of pro wrestling is always evolving, and what was once widely accepted is no longer necessarily the case today. This applies to nearly every aspect of the business, including entrance music. A wrestler's theme song is an integral part of their overall persona and presentation. A lackluster or uninspiring theme can detract from a wrestler's impact rather than enhance it. In a recent interview with Hannibal TV, Johnston noted his disappointment with the state of modern-day wrestling music. He expressed that today's themes lack the passion and excitement they once had, arguing that the right piece of music can elevate a wrestler, turning an otherwise mundane moment into something emotionally compelling. However, he feels that today's wrestling music all sounds the same, with no real story or connection to the characters. Instead, it's just loud and packed with sound effects. He attributes this shift largely to the corporate-driven nature of today's wrestling promotions. According to Johnston, big companies focused on maximizing profits prioritize content production over creativity and quality. As a result, music has become more formulaic and less impactful. Many fans would likely agree with Johnston's assessment, as there does seem to be a noticeable lack of depth and variety in modern wrestling themes. Here's hoping that one day music in the business returns to the days when it truly resonated with fans and added another layer to a wrestler's persona. Do you agree with Jim Johnston's views on today's wrestling music? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In the same interview, Jim Johnston opened up about the circumstances surrounding his release from WWE. He revealed that the final years of his WWE career were plagued by backstage politics, which ultimately led to his departure. For about the last 4 or 5 years I was there, things got really political in a bad way, and finally, things just degraded, and Vince fired me, basically. I mean, he put it in terms of, I'm not renewing your contract, but that's what it means in my case. Johnston admitted that he wasn't surprised by the news of his firing. In fact, he had been expecting it for some time. By the time it actually happened, I knew it was coming, and I was ready to move on. I'd actually been looking forward to moving on for a long time. In a surprising revelation, Johnston also shared that for 15 of his 32 years at WWE, he worked without a formal contract. This admission has only reinforced fan sentiment that releasing Johnston was one of WWE's biggest mistakes, a feeling that still lingers today. Since his departure, Johnston has continued to work in the pro wrestling world, contributing to Ring of Honor and moving forward with his career. However, fans still reminisce about the golden era of WWE music that Johnston defined. What are your thoughts on Jim Johnston's firing from WWE? Do you think it was a mistake for WWE to let him go? Should Triple H consider bringing him back? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're ending today with Paul Heyman news. The wise man has been absent from WWE television since the June 28th edition of SmackDown, where he was ambushed by Solo Sikoa's Bloodline faction. The Hall of Famer remains a key backstage figure. Recently, former World Heavyweight Champion Damian Priest opened up about an invaluable conversation he had with Heyman during Raw last Monday. Priest, who earned a title shot against Gunther at Survivor Series Wargames after winning a fatal 4-way match, had a tense exchange with the World Heavyweight Champion during the show's opening segment. The confrontation set the stage for their upcoming showdown, with Priest's powerful promo drawing praise from WWE analyst Peter Rosenberg on the Cheap Heat podcast. In an interview, Priest expressed how at ease he felt during the encounter, but it was a brief backstage conversation with Heyman that left a lasting impact. According to Priest, Heyman shared a piece of advice that struck a deep chord with him. He told me, "There's no distinction between the character and the person. Like, that's you now," Priest recalled. Heyman's words underscore the evolution of Priest's character in WWE, blending his on-screen persona with his real-life self to create an authentic and compelling force. Even when not in front of the camera, it's moments like this, insight from seasoned veterans like Heyman, that continue to solidify Heyman's status as one of wrestling's most influential figures.